Chapter 4. Nights on Fire. Istanbul after dark. When the sun sets over Istanbul, the city doesn't rest, it changes costume. Gone are the hustling vendors, the honking chaos, the sun-baked bazaars. The skyline glows gold, the Bosphorus mirrors it like liquid night, and the city's pulse starts to sync with music, laughter, and clinking glasses. Welcome to Istanbul after dark, where the call to prayer fades into the call to party, and both feel equally sacred. When the lights come on, there's something hypnotic about the city at dusk. The last ferry pulls away from Eminönü, seagulls glide home, and the air cools just enough for scarves and secrets. Locals call it the blue hour, that magical time when mosques gleam like lanterns and even the cobblestones look cinematic. It's when Istanbul starts whispering, "So, what are you doing tonight?" You don't answer with words, you answer by choosing your neighborhood. Because each part of this city has its own flavor of nightlife, and it's never one size fits all. Beyoğlu, the beating heart of nightlife. If Istanbul had a party district with a heartbeat and no curfew, it'd be Beyoğlu. By day, it's art galleries, vintage shops, and the chaotic Istiklal Avenue, the artery of modern Istanbul. By night, the same streets explode into a living playlist. Jazz bars, rock dens, rooftop lounges, and underground clubs all competing for your attention. Slip into Asmalı Mescit, a tangle of cobbled lanes filled with people who've decided sleep is optional. You'll find everything from candlelit wine bars to hole-in-the-wall mayhanes where the musicians dawn. To stop until someone cries from joy or nostalgia? Up for something louder? Babylon in Bomontiada or Nardi's Jazz Club near Galata serve rhythm on tap. Or go full panoramic at 360 Istanbul, where cocktails come with a 360 view, and the dance floor feels like a movie scene shot above the Bosphorus. Beyoğlu doesn't care if you redressed for the Met Gala or just rolled out of a hostel. It's democratic, it's sweaty, it's alive. Karaköy, where cool meets chaos cross down the hill and you hit Karaköy, the former dockyard turned nightlife haven. Once industrial, now artsy, it's where tattooed baristas, startup kids, and off-duty sailors share the same espresso martinis. The warehouses became cocktail temples, and graffiti-covered alleys now glow with fairy lights. Sip something dangerous at Alexandra Cocktail Bar, grab seafood at Dem Karaköy, then wander toward the water for that breeze. That perfect moment where the city smells like salt, smoke, and possibility. As the night deepens, the crowd spills into the street. Laughter echoes off the old stone walls. Karaköy doesn't roar like Beyoğlu. It smolders. It's the city's flirty smirk. Karaköy, the rebel across the sea, hop a ferry across the Bosphorus, and you're in Karaköy, the Asian side's counterculture capital. If Beyoğlu is the club scene, Karaköy is the indie mixtape. Bars line Kadif Sokak, better known as Bar Street, each one louder, sweatier, and more opinionated than the last. Here, music is religion, punk, metal, jazz, techno, all within shouting distance. There's no velvet rope, no VIP list, just cheap beer, cigarette smoke, and people actually listening to the music. When the night tilts past midnight, wander toward Moda, Kadıköy's calmer, artsier edge. Cafés become after-hours hideouts, couples walk along the water, and seagulls argue over leftovers. It's the kind of neighborhood that makes you fall in love with the idea of being young forever. Mayhane nights, where time slows down. Not every Istanbul night is a neon blur. Some unfold at a table, under dim lights, with clinking rocky glasses and too many stories to finish. Welcome to the Mayhane, the traditional Turkish tavern, equal parts dinner, poetry, and confession booth. The ritual never changes. Small plates of meze, slow refills of anise-flavored raki. Songs that start soft and end with everyone singing along. Somewhere between the second and third glass, laughter turns to nostalgia. And suddenly you're talking about your grandmother's village or the meaning of life. It's not nightlife. It's night living, best spots. Try Nevizade Street behind Istiklal or Kumkapı, where tables spill into the streets and every musician thinks they're the next Orhan Gencebay. If you're lucky, someone will hand you a tambourine. Don't resist. Bosphorus nights, cruising between continents. There's nightlife and then there's floating nightlife. The Bosphorus at night is pure magic. The water glows with reflections. Bridges shimmer like jewelry and the whole city hums around you. Take a dinner cruise if you want the full cinematic treatment. Belly dancers, live bands, and plates that never stop coming. Or for something more local, grab a ferry ride between Karaköy and Üsküdar after sunset. No loud music, no lights, just wind, sea, and the skyline sparkling like it's showing off. You'll realize that this city doesn't separate land and water, past and present, east and west. It connects them. Clubs, beats, and the undercurrent. If you're looking for full-blown chaos, strobes, DJs, and dance floors that blur time, Istanbul's got you covered. Head to Mazlek, Taksim, or Kylie, where clubs like Klein, Sumahan, or Module transform warehouses into sonic temples. The music ranges from deep house to Anatolian techno. Yes, that's a thing. And the crowd's a mix of expats, artists, and people who just refuse to go home. What makes Istanbul's club scene different is its duality. East meets west, even in the beats. A set might slip from techno into darbuka percussion, and the crowd goes feral. And just when you think it's over, someone suggests breakfast. At 5 a.m., after-party fuel, the late-night eats. Because no great night ends without something sizzling in your hand. When the music fades, Istanbul's street food scene rises again like a savior. Islak burger stalls glow in Taksim, steam rising from the garlicky sauce. Vendors roll up with kokorek, midi dolma, and sukuk sandwiches that could revive the dead. You eat standing up, leaning on a lamppost, surrounded by strangers doing the same, all of you united by hunger and half-remembered laughter. By dawn, tea vendors take over. Tiny tulip glasses, sugar cubes, the smell of bread baking nearby. And just like that, the city resets, ready to do it all again. The night personalities of Istanbul. If Istanbul were a person, she'd be that friend who can charm a diplomat. Drink a poet under the table and still make it to breakfast looking flawless. She's layered, part mystic, part mischief. One minute she's chanting at a Sufi lodge, the next she's dancing under disco lights. That's her secret. Istanbul never picks one vibe. She is the vibe. The morning after sunrise over the Bosphorus doesn't care how many hours you danced, how many glasses you emptied, or who you texted at 2 a.m. The city wakes up gently. Fishermen return to their spots, shopkeepers roll up metal doors, and the scent of simit fills the air. You feel the fatigue, but also that strange electric gratitude, because Istanbul didn't just give you a night out. It gave you a memory you'll be chasing for years. Up next, Chapter 5, Hidden Istanbul. Secrets, legends, and the unexpected. Beyond the postcard landmarks lies another city, underground cisterns, forgotten courtyards, mysterious corners where time stands still. Next time, we'll go off the map.